Hey guys, alright, so we are going to be breaking down the Future Trunks saga sort of side of the celebration. I did a separate video already, it's already uploaded on my channel, breaking down the tag Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta as well as Broly, so that's sort of the Dragon Ball Super Broly side. Now we're going to head over to the Trunks side of things. So we're going to be taking a look at here at Trunks. This is sort of Hope Trunks. He's a melee type character, so once again we got to compare him to Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. It's just the way that I like to do it, because Gogeta is just so well balanced and his stat spread is so absurd. Trunks does not actually make the cut in terms of overthrowing him for stats, because up until this point, this Gogeta actually has had the highest stat spread in the game besides Ultra characters. So, let's take a look here. So, Trunks' stats, he has 261,000 strike, 244,000 blast, but his defenses are monstrous for a non-defense type. He has 168,000 strike defense and 166,000 blast defense. His defenses tower over Gogeta's defenses, but Gogeta does have slightly higher strike attack, and he also does have much higher blast attack. So it looks like Trunks is going to be more one-dimensional and more focused on specifically being a strike character. So that makes sense, obviously. He's literally wielding a sword of laser, whatever. So, all right. Oh my god, what? Is this long enough? Okay, alright, main ability is, let me actually zoom in a little bit here. I forgot to do that in my other video. Alright, main ability is Share Your Power With Me. Draw the Ultimate Arts card, Final Hope / Next. 20% health and 40 ki. 20% to damage inflicted for 30 counts, and then applies attribute upgrade minus 50% to sustained damage cut effects for 30 counts. Pretty standard, I would say. There's anything too crazy in there. Alright, applies the following effects to self when battle starts. So 90% damage inflicted, pretty good. And then 30% damage reduction. Applies the following effects to self every time when faced with an enemy. He gets 30 ki and 30% to next strike damage inflicted. 30 ki is really good. That kind of reminds me of LF, or not LF, but just the Zenkai Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Because I believe he gets 30 ki. Is that 30 or 20 that he gets? Yeah, 30. It's the same exact thing that he does. So, it's a pretty good effect though. Reduces damage received by 10% for 10 timer counts when an enemy uses a Strike Blast, Special Move, Awakened, or Ultimate Arts card while this character is on the battlefield or on standby, up to 30%. The standby thing is really important. Actually, I think LF Blue Vegeta, the green one, also does have a similar thing to that as well. But actually, that's pretty good. I like that effect. While this character is on the battlefield, when causing a character with revives when health reaches 0 effect to revive, the character revives with 30% less health. Again, it's similar to Grade 8 Vegeta's effect. I wouldn't really call this nearly as good as like LF Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, or even just the tag Blue Goku and Vegeta that are coming out today as well. Don't think this is as good as those, but at least it's something, right? It still helps to neuter the revive mechanic, which is just so oppressive. Alright, is this unique ability long enough for you guys? Sword of Hopes and Dreams. Knocks enemy back to long range if a cover change is performed against their Strike Arts attack. Then you can combo that with the blue card. Charges own unique gauge every time when hit with an enemy's Arts attack while the character is on the battlefield. The following effects occur once unique gauge is full. Activates once. So before we even get into the effects, a lot of this character's, I guess, worth is going to depend on how much the unique gauge fills up. And how fast it fills up, right? Because, like, for instance, you could get hit with an attack, and if it fills up like 5%, it's not good, right? But if it fills up like 20% or 10, even like 15%, I would say that that's pretty good. So it completely depends on how fast you're able to charge that up. All right, so you reduce enemy ki by 60, so basically just ends their combo. Restores own health by 15%. 40% damage inflicted, 40% ultimate damage inflicted, and then he gets permanent card draw speed as well. That's pretty powerful. That is really powerful. Applies the following effects to self if there are 2 or more tag Vegeta clan or future battle members other than this character in the party when battle starts. So he gets endurance, and he basically gets his full unique gauge just maxed out once his endurance is activated, I guess is what that's trying to say. So honestly, the fact that he gets endurance for specifically being on a Vegeta clan or future team is really, really good design, I think, because it makes it so that you can't throw him on hybrids and have hybrids get another endurance character. So I'm definitely okay with that design. He has a heavy bleed chance on strike card. His blast cards restore ki by 10. That's actually really good. The blue card is the Gallic Gun, massive impact damage, and then 30% to special move damage inflicted by allies for 20 counts upon activation. That is really powerful. You can actually teach that. Wow, that's pretty good. The special skill is Sword of Hope. Destroys all of your own cards and randomly draws 4 new ones, so it's a hand refresher. He gets 20% to his unique gauge, which is cool. And then he gets 20% damage inflicted, and then 20% to the next strike arts damage inflicted. So getting a full hand is pretty good, especially because he's going to have a lot of ki to play with because of this effect right here. So that's pretty good. And then the ultimate skill is the Final Hope Slash. So this actually does do supreme damage. I was wondering if they were going to have this do supreme damage, and it looks like they are going to, so that's a big deal. Applies the following effects: self-bond activation, 50% to ultimate damage inflicted. So keep in mind it's 50%, but it's 50% plus 40% from this right here, right? Assuming you have the gauge filled up, so it's a ton of damage. Nullifies endurance. Also nullifies own unfavorable element factor for 10 counts if there are 2 defeated battle members. So if you're a last man standing with this Trunks, this attack will deal type neutral damage to a green element enemy, which is pretty good. So, and then obviously his blast armor. He seems really good. He does. But I think it's good. Again, it's going to be impossible to judge how good he's going to be until we find out how fast his unique gauge fills up. Because once this unique gauge is filled up, like the fact that he gets this, all those effects, like it turns him into a different character almost. So, Vegeta Clan, Future, Hybrid. Oh, he actually does buff hybrids. Okay, but I don't really think you want to run him on hybrids. At least I think. We'll see. Vegeta Clan, Future, Hybrid, Strike Attack, and Blast Defense, and then 18% to both Future and Vegeta Clan Strike Defense. So pretty good Z ability there. So far I think he looks pretty good, but I'll withhold a little bit of my judgment until we see him in game, because the unique gauge thing is really hard to judge off of just a paper, like what it says on paper, right? So next we have ZAMASU and the Goku Black Assist. So this is actually a defense type, which is why their stats are actually pretty bad. Like these stats are not good. We go back to the list here, and we just sort by just all the sparkings. Like they're all the way down here. All the way down here. Look at this. They're behind yellow Rage Trump. That's how bad their stats are. So they better be like absurd, because these stats are not good. 200, like they have low 230s offense, and it's not like their defenses are that good either. They're kind of just like okay. So I guess we'll see how they do, but so far not looking too good. Main ability is the Resolute Annihilation. Draws a blue card next, restores ki by 50, okay, so you can use it right away. 30% of special move damage inflicted for 60 counts, that's a long time. 50% to own health restoration, that's a lot. And then they do gradually heal for 60 counts. The Immortal Body of a God is the first unique ability. Applies the following effects to self when battle starts. Nullifies attribute downgrades for 30 counts. Reduces damage received by 15%. Yeah, so this is what we saw earlier, actually, when they did the stream. So what it looks like this is going to be is for the first 30 counts, they have 60% damage reduction, which is pretty good. And then after 30 counts, they're going to be at 45%. And then after 70 counts, they're going to be at 30%. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 10% of damage received for 15 counts every time an enemy uses a strike or blast arts while this character's on the battlefield. So their enemy's just going to get debuffed depending on if they're using cards. And then applies the following effects to allies when this character is switched to standby. Restores own health by 5%. And then 20% of strike damage for 15 counts. Let me pull up Vados real quick, because that's who I was comparing this unit to back when they were revealed on the stream. Alright, so Vados. I mean, the one major difference I'm noticing right off the bat is that Vados' buffs are permanent, whereas theirs aren't. So 25 ki and then 10% health. So yeah, Vados is definitely a much better pure support character. But the healing's definitely going to be nice considering that they have this, right? The 50%, plus they're also healing from the main ability. So we'll see. Blade of Divine Cleansing. The following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. 80% damage, seals all enemies' main abilities for 10 timer counts. And then the following effects occur when changing cover. Randomly destroys one of your own cards and draws a special arts card next. So green card. And then they get 2 times card draw speed for 15 counts, and then reduce enemy key by 30 when they are cover changing. So I guess you really want to cover change with this character, right? What is their green card? Rise of the Twin Gods. Restores on health by 30, or sorry, key by 30. 20% damage inflicted against tag Saiyans or hybrid Saiyans. Cannot be canceled afterwards. Okay, so that's just a permanent buff. So they get 40% basically extra damage to Saiyans or hybrid Saiyans. That's pretty good. And then minus 15% or plus 15% of damage received, debuff. And then they have the Pycon effect where they reduce enemy vanishing gauge to 0% once. Okay, that's pretty good green card though. And then their blue card is the God Rending Light Bullet. So massive damage and then reduces enemies' Dragon Balls by 1 on hit. So that's pretty powerful considering it's not even a chance to do it, it's guaranteed. So that could actually be pretty oppressive. I mean, I know people are already going to do this, like a team where you have like purple First Form Frieza and like Mr. Satan or Hercule on your team, and you have like 50 million blue cards, and you just keep destroying enemy Dragon Balls with this character. Like I can already see people doing that. Like that's a very obvious idea, but that's going to be very annoying. And then they end up buffing Future, God Key, and then so they're both defenses for Future and God Key, and then 18% to strike attack for characters that are in both tags, which is pretty easy to do. So I don't know. This is another tough one. They seem like they're going to be all right, but the stats are just so low. 231 to strike attack. What is that? Their kit is good, right? I mean, 2 times card draw speed. They're sealing main abilities. They're reducing vanishing gauge. Like they're doing a lot of things that a lot of units just don't do. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Another tough one to evaluate here. So now we have EX Mai. So she obviously wants to be paired up alongside Trunks. She is a range type character, much higher blast than strike. Defenses are kind of whatever. So we'll see. All right, her main ability is Stepping Stone to Peace. Draws special arts cards, so draws a green card next. Restores on health by 20%, key by 30. And then the enemy gets 20% to pierce and slice damage received for 30 counts. Future of Hope and Promise. Applies the following effects to self per tag Future or tag Girl's battle member other than this character in the party when battle starts. 30% damage inflicted, and then reduce damage by 20%. So, assuming you have the full team built to work around this Mai, she's going to be getting 60% damage and then 40% damage reduction. Pretty good. Applies the following effects to allies when this character is defeated. So 30% damage inflicted and then 50% to key recovery. Strength and Bonds shortens own sub count by 2 as default. That's really good. Whatever characters have that, that's a very, very powerful effect. When this character enters the battlefield, applies the following effects to self if character Trunks is a battle member. So she gets 70% blast damage. So keep in mind that's going to be in addition to what she's getting over here. So that's basically 130% of blast damage. That's pretty good. And then increases arts card draw speed by 1 level for 10 counts. Another really good effect. Applies the following effects to allied character Trunks when this character switches to standby. 10% health restored and 30% to strike damage inflicted. Blue card is going to be major pierce damage and then 20% of blast damage received, pretty generic. And then the green card is the flashbang. So yeah, this is like the same one that like the green Mai has this and the purple Mai has this as well. Flash on hit. She draws a blast card and shortens ally sub count by 1. Okay. And then she's going to be buffing Future Blast attack and defense. Or girls. Okay. I think I do like this Mai better than the Frieza, for sure. But I don't know if she's like a game-changing character. She's not like Goku or like Jiren or like... I don't even think probably even Yajirobe as good as them, but she definitely seems interesting. I don't think... Does she hold like a special card or anything? No, just a strike and a blast. Okay. And then the banner, I mean, again, for whatever reason, they don't have the LF characters on here, like on the website. So I don't know, like, what's going on with that. At least, unless I'm missing something. Like, hello? I don't see them on here anywhere. Unless I just overlooked. No, I don't see them on here. But again, it is 3 times sparking rates. You get 3 times the amount of Z power when you pull any of these characters as well. But again, I don't think the Legends limited pull rate is going to increase. I think it's going to remain 0.5%, but the overall sparking rate is going to be at 30%. So you're going to get a lot of sparkings, and you're going to get 3 times the amount of Z power when you pull the sparking. So crazy, crazy banner. Let me know what you guys think about the future Trunks side of things here. The Trunks, the ZAMASU and Goku Black, and then the EX Mai. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you all in the next one.